Hey, what's going on, guys? So right now I'm in a place called Belgian Island Camp. It's almost right in between Sydney and Brisbane, right here on the coast in eastern Australia. And I've come to this place for one specific reason: the fruit bats. And you can hear them all around me. There are tens of thousands of fruit bats all around me that congregate right here in this place in Australia. Alright guys, so I'm trying to get through this forest and there are so many fruit bats here. Just listen to them all. But man, it's not only kind of raining, whoa, but it is super slippery, muddy, and I'm getting rained on not only by rain, but by bat guano as well. This is an incredible place, but holy crap, I'm like surrounded by these flying foxes in this forest. Flying foxes, they're nocturnal mammals, and they're also known as fruit bats, and there's 3 different species that visit this area. And of those 3 species, one is the gray-headed flying fox, the other is the black flying fox, and the little red flying fox. And these are gray-headed flying foxes, and they're listed as a threatened species under state and federal regulation here in New South Wales. And in the past, Belgian Island Camp has accommodated up to 100,000 flying foxes just in this area. And of course, that fluctuates in response to local food and availability. So flying foxes are like farmers for our native forests. They pollinate flowers and they disperse the seeds of many of these native trees, including eucalyptus and figs. And a single flying fox can disperse up to 60,000 seeds in a single night. That's some effective cultivation. Some of these plant species rely on nocturnal pollination from bats more than daytime pollinators from like bees, for instance. So look at all these banana plants here. These banana plants could not thrive without the fruit bats over here pollinating these bananas. And you can see a group of bananas over there. And not only that, but the eucalyptus and the fig trees that are here, these bats are key pollinators for all of these plants here in this forest. Flying foxes do many things that are useful and important for people. The upkeep of our forest's health by flying foxes is essential to biodiversity. And this area is used by a large number of gray-headed flying foxes, making this place a crucial habitat for this vulnerable species. But what makes this place even more important is that this is a flying fox nursery. The mothers come here to give birth, and like all mammals, these flying foxes give care to their young, feeding them milk and caring for them until they're old enough to fend for themselves out here. These bats are an ancient species with a fossil record showing the first ones appearing about 58 million years ago. With a wingspan of over 3 feet, they are the largest fruit-eating bats in Australia. The sounds you hear them making isn't just random chattering. These flying foxes have been recorded making over 30 different calls, and they have a very complex language. Unlike other bats, they don't use echolocation because they eat fruit, so their eyes are much more developed than other species of bats. And since fruit doesn't fly around, they simply don't need to use echolocation to find their food. These flying foxes aren't just randomly sitting in these trees. There is actually a social status about where on the tree they are perched. The higher a bat sits in the tree, the higher their social standing is within the bat community. And they will defend that spot rigorously with a razor-sharp claw at the end of their thumbs. And the males that roost higher in the tree are much more attractive to females. You know, guys, one of the things that I love about wildlife is how interconnected everything is between the plants and the animals and even us. And these fruit bats here in Australia are no exception. This forest couldn't function without these bats. So anyway, there's more animal adventures coming up. So hit that subscribe button. When you do, hit that bell so you never miss an upload. And until the next adventure, love the planet, feed your animal obsession, and rattle on.